And the hottest day of the year so far, especially in Scotland and the north. The railway touring company's Cumbrian Mountain Express is due to arrive here at the rather early hour of 11:38 from Crewe and Liverpool. I'm expecting it to be hauled by Black 5 45212, always a welcome visitor. Despite the heat, I'm planning to carry my heavy kit the mile or so down to Upperby to film the train as it approaches the citadel. A day of intense light and shadows. The Class 90, dating from 1987, is a 5,000 horsepower locomotive. Designed for either passenger or freight work, it's capable of 110 miles per hour, although it won't exceed 75 when hauling loads such as this. And a Class 66 diesel? The train is heading for Coatbridge Freightliner Terminal, where not all tracks are electrified. Could this be the reason? Answers on a postcard, please. A long, hot walk down to the waste ground opposite Upperby Yard, a spot from which I filmed in the past. However, the grass has grown wildly, and there's nowhere where I could possibly launch the drone, so I retreat to the nearby allotments where launching is possible, but I can't actually see the railway. The train should pass by shortly. I already know that 45212 has been replaced by diesel power, the curse of hot dry weather and the danger of line-side fires. A check on real-time trains shows that it is running late and getting later. What's going on? A Tyne Valley Line train passes underneath St Nicholas Road bridges. as a London-bound Pendolino sets off on its long journey south. All approaches to and departures from Carlisle are subject to severe speed restrictions. The 20 miles per hour limit is lifted just before the bridge, but the driver cannot open his throttle until the entire length of his train has cleared the restriction. Hence, the train is usually passing my spot at the allotments before the motors can be heard winding up for the high-speed route ahead.
Should be steam going today, but as I say, it's so which is annoying because I'm coming from Scotland. I would normally have, do you mind if I get in the shade? I can't see the screen. That's better.
Remember, I can't see what's happening in the yard, so depend on sounds to catch my attention. This curve leads out to the Tyne Valley line at London Road Junction, and it's this that our steam trains use to reverse their stock after servicing in the yard. This approach to the citadel appears to be twin track, but the farther rails are just a dead-end siding. All trains for the Newcastle line or the Settlement Carlisle, whether departing or arriving, have to use this single track. Not the ideal arrangement in busy times. Once again I hear a train passing by, but can't see it until it comes into the view of the north-facing drone. It passes over the last remaining stretch of the old Carlisle avoiding line and is joined on the left by the Maryport and Carlisle line, which serves the Cumbrian coast. And snakes its way into Platform 1. Another London train departs, but I still have no idea of what has happened to the charter. The drone has been in the air for half an hour now and the battery is getting low. I'll have to land it soon and can then check my phone to see what's happening. The drone has taken matters into its own hands and is coming home. Real-time trains on the phone shows that the charter, which should have arrived some time ago, is sitting in the loop at Shap. Why? Only time will tell. Back at the Citadel, the Scots are yet again invading en masse. William Wallace would have been proud of them. Regular traffic continues as the charter gets later and later. Eventually, 2 hours and 37 minutes behind schedule,
I'll have to do the Australian way. And you know what it is, I did.
well, enjoy your trip back, and I
sure.
hope it goes a bit better than the trip up there.
I've been on so many now, past me now. Doesn't matter what happens.
This is one part of his job that I really don't envy him.
Hexham, Crodder, Gateshead Metro Centre, Newcastle, Manners, Cramlington and Morpeth. This train is formed of
shuts down every time you change.
Oh, yeah.
So you know what about it.
When I got here, I thought, oh, I should have done it.
Don't worry about it. But I thought rather than shut it down and block the whole of the junction, we've done enough damage today.
We're looking at 4:15 in the partnership.
That's what he was saying, yeah.
4:30.
But if we can get away at that time, we should.
It seems that on the northbound journey the 47 had failed. The train had to be looped, the 47 removed, the 57 run around the train and take over the haulage. I spoke briefly to the driver on his arrival, but didn't question him. I think he'd had quite enough to put up with for one day. The stock goes off to Upperby for servicing. Meanwhile, the passengers have been given an extra hour in Carlisle, but I won't be around to see the departure. I intend to catch the 16:09 for Dumfries, which will enable me to catch the last bus that will actually get me home. The charter departed for Liverpool and Crewe 100 minutes behind the original intended time, but according to real-time trains, arrived at its final destination 12 minutes earlier than originally planned. So, from a steaming hot Carlisle and a sticky, exhausted filmmaker, thanks for watching, and here's to the next time.